Introducing Spanidea Systems. We are pioneering leaders in the realm of product engineering and digital technology. With our headquarters in California and 8 development centers across India and Europe, our international team of 1,000 skilled professionals drives innovation and excellence. From embedded solutions to IIoT advancements, 5G revolution to seamless networking, we are at the forefront of enterprise and cloud engineering, leveraging the power of AI/ML automation through Power Automate, advanced data technologies, and mobile and web applications.
So the last lightning speech will be from a young startup. As you all know, in the beginning, we had things, and around 15 years back, we had Internet of Things. And there were a little bit of connectivity and the voice to these unvoiced things and a little bit of the intelligence. But now this entrepreneur is dreaming a world of artificial intelligence and things. So I please welcome Bhagirath Choudhary, CEO and founder of Spanidea, who will be talking us about AIOT, Artificial Intelligence of Things.
Hello everyone, I'm Bhagirath Choudhary, CEO at Spanidea, and along with me I have Roy Jose, who is VP Customer Success. With him, we have his team member Karan with me. Today we are going to talk on an interesting topic. It's the AIoT. So before I start, let's imagine a world where security cameras act like your security guard to detect the intruder using facial recognition, warn and negotiate the intruder using RoboDog, live stream to sheriff or police for quick action, all this to prevent the crime with no human involvement. Imagine your home automation do much more than your spouse and manages your kitchen, starting from your diet plan to cooking your favorite recipe to serving on dining table and sometime on your couch. Manage your home temperature, lighting, cleaning, and entire energy management.
Next slide.
With no human involvement. Imagine your next car as fully autonomous car with no steering wheel and drive you from point A to point B using best route with no steering wheel and with no human involvement. And one more scenario which I would like to highlight. Imagine your city infrastructure uses robot device and manages your waste, street light, traffic, parking, connectivity and security with no human involvement. If you look over all these scenarios of imagination, there's one thing common. We are simulating human intelligence on these connected devices. We are simulating your security guard, your spouse plus, your driver, and your city staff on these connected devices. It's a convergence of AI with IoT devices, and we call this as AIoT. AIoT is artificial intelligence of things. It's a powerful combination of AI with IoT. And as you know, IoT devices are the connected devices which could be managed and controlled from anywhere. So AI brings and simulates human intelligence on these connected devices. So AIoT brings intelligence to these connected devices. As per IDC report, there's going to be 41 billion connected devices by 2025, which is going to generate 80 zettabyte of data. It's a massive data. So AI integration would require this massive data to be processed, which could be done on cloud, edge, and sometime on device, based on the application and the device capability. AIoT have many benefits and advantages, with few common ones, like reduce human error due to distraction and fatigue, reduce operational cost, by efficiently utilizing the resources, sometimes doing a periodic maintenance and altering the operational procedure. Great customer experience by learning customer behavior and preference and fine-tune the offering. And the last one is real-time action. AIoT enables detection, analyzing, and taking a decision all in real time and enable multiple real-time applications possible, like autonomous car. Also, AIoT is scalable and can be extended with additional smart devices. AIoT has countless applications, and we have referred early in our presentation as part of our imagination, like security camera to home automation, autonomous car, and city infrastructure. And here are a few more applications in different industry vertical, starting with the logistic. We have warehouse robots. To healthcare and medical, we have robotic surgical system. In smart infrastructure, we have smart traffic management. In industrial, we have industrial robot. And for smart retail, we have shops like Amazon Go, which uses AIoT and enable a physical shop with no staff, all because of AIoT. Spanidea have extensive experience on AIoT and have been supporting its customer from last 1 decade and have been building very interesting applications. And I have Roy Josh, who's going to talk more in detail about that.
Hello. Thank you, Bhagirath, for that beautiful visualization of AIoT. He is a visionary. I am a realist. So I need to talk about how we can make this visualization a reality. So there are a lot of components, a lot of work we need to do to make it a reality. So to make this a reality, there are a lot of challenges we need to address. For example, you may be worried about the security aspects. As he said, if you connect all the devices at your home, there's a possibility you must be really worried about the security. That's one. Another thing is bandwidth, right? So today I want to talk about another bigger challenge, that is to build these products, that is latency. So if you look at the slides, the latency requirement for AR/VR applications and autonomous cars are pretty stringent. So you're talking about a network latency of under 20 milliseconds, So to make this, IoT applications, right? And also we are talking about 50 milliseconds end-to-end latency, right? That means that collecting the data from sensors and processing it in the back end and responding to that, right? So it takes, it should be under 50 milliseconds. So that's a pretty stringent requirement, right? So thanks to the last 2 decades, right, we made a lot of progress on this front. If you think about 2G and 3G times in 90s, so if you see, like the latency was, end-to-end latency was beyond 100 milliseconds. Then came 4G. We are all using 4G or 5G now. 4G brought it down under 100, and thankfully 5G is the best here, right? So it brought down the latency, end-to-end latency, under 50 milliseconds. This is a very important step because it will enable a lot of applications. So now the problem is the operators like Verizon and AT&T and all those people have 5G, but there are not enough applications, right? So we all have to build a ton of applications. They are all smart people. So next thing I want to talk about is like how to build AIoT, which involves a lot of things, right? Right from devices, right? Edge processing, and the backend processing, cloud, a lot of things, right? So if you want to build an AIoT application, first you would think about what kind of product, what kind of hardware device you want to build. So if you see product engineering part of it, like it involves hardware design, mechanical design, and on top of that, we have embedded software you need to build. Like you call it firmware, driver, so many things, right, in our language. And on top of that, you have middleware and applications. So all these things we need to build. We need to think about building it. So once this is ironed out, next piece comes into picture. That is connectivity, right? Connectivity you're very familiar with Wi-Fi, and we have technologies like Zigbee, and ultra-wideband is the newest thing, and you will hear a lot about that in the future. And you have 4G, 5G. All this connectivity piece you need to figure out. And next thing is like you think about cloud. All these devices have to be controlled from the network. And also on the device side, you have UI, UX work you need to do, design a lot of stuff. And the most interesting piece which is relevant to this conference is AIOT, Artificial Intelligence and ML, right? So here, AI and ML is a glue, where like we need AML on the devices, we need on the edge, we need it on the cloud. Everywhere need AML, it's a glue. So all these pieces have to come together if you want to build an AIoT product. And Spanidea have been living this journey for the last 12 years. We started with IoT. Last 4 years, we are working on AML too. So now I want to talk about few interesting applications. This is OpenSync. This is an ecosystem, so you want to make your home smart home. All the devices you can put into this architecture. So we've been working with a company called Plume, who are the pioneers of OpenSync, the last 4 or 5 years, right? And we've been working with them to build the infrastructure, and now we are also focused on a lot of OEMs to build and connect their devices to this ecosystem. And it's a very cool application of AI. Smart Glass it is from the Boston Logan International Airport, where we have smart windows. So these windows are controlled by AI. It can respond to sun. So it can filter out glare, and it can filter out the heat. And inside your company or office, you can have a pleasant lighting, natural lighting, and which can make you happy and more productive. So it's controlled by AI. So next, I would like to invite Karan to talk about another cool applications of AML in the real day life.
Thanks, Roy, for having me here. So as Roy mentioned, Spanidea created another AIoT application. It's a yoga app which uses AI as a yoga instructor. For a real experience in yoga, you need real-time responses to fix your posture. So as I mentioned earlier, for a real experience, yoga needs real-time responses, which isn't possible with the current cloud setup due to network latency. Also, end mobile devices do not have enough processing power. So what's our solution? Amazon Outpost, or better known as private 5G. Both 5G and 6G enable us to reduce significant network latency, so that we could create such real-time applications. Back to you, Roy.
Thank you, Karan, for that. So I just want to also mention this, like we have integrated this application with Amazon private 5G team, and we'll be showcasing this at Mobile World Congress, which is one of the biggest events in the world on the wireless world, from 26th to 28th of this month. Yeah, thank you for coming to this show and listening to our talk. As I have been telling, we work on this AIoT domain, and we've been working for a while on this. We have a booth here, which is S7. It's right in this corner. You're welcome to come, and as I said, this is a community, right? We need your help to build. Now the land is fertile. The infrastructure for IIoT land is fertile with 5G and a lot of security and a lot of advancements. We need a big community to build a lot of application to make this vision a big reality. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.